support would have been, but it's actually tanks.
Because everyone's going to want to play Sigma. And then it's sort of like, it's like the Wild West out there. Like, if you both queue for roll lock, right? Who has, like, the fastest draw to, like, click on Sigma?
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem right now. So I have to click on No Limits.
Look at this Ana player.
They're saying happy birthday. They're adorable.
Oh, look at that.
They're so cute.
And you got an Ana in your No Limits team.
That in itself is the biggest birthday present. That's a team player.
And then somebody comes to PTR to play Hammond in No Limits. Because, you know. Oh, and a Roadhog. Why not?
What the heck?
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see if he throws it. I want to see how big the rock looks. I'm always going to call it the rock because saying accretion is so hard to say.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Knock, knock.
Jeff, I have a knock-knock joke. Who's there?
We're doing this backwards.
Yeah, he's baiting you.
Yeah. I'm supposed to say you're supposed to say knock knock, and then I'm supposed to say who's there. we're doing this all backwards.
He had one chance to do a knock knock joke with Jeff. Says I'm waiting for your joke. Oh,
I don't have a knock knock joke. My jokes are rated M. I have to save them for the privacy of the Overwatch team, or I get in trouble. Molly's standing right over there with the taser.
Oh my God, that rock.
Yeah, at the right distance. Oh, your Ana's doing awesome.
Having a healer in No Limits feels good. The funniest thing about playing No Limits when a new character comes out is just absolute chaos. Like, no one knows what anything at all is happening. It's just a disaster.
We'll get a post on the forums about this of, like, the barrier spam is insane on the PTR. And it's like, well, I don't know what to do with, like, 10 Sigmas in a match, you know?
Oh my God, they actually have a Moira too. Well, it's okay, we're nano. So wait, if I just run in right now and I ship, right? Let's wait for it.
Oh. I don't know if you're going to keep it. Oh, yeah, you did good.
Yeah, 500. That's pretty good. What's the maximum amount of a barrier you can have?
You can gain 400 additional to your base.
But to block 400 damage in a couple seconds, that's probably going to be like a high noon or something, like a ton of damage. Also, his rock also does not go through shield. Just learn.
Yeah, that's one of the tricky parts with accretion is getting around other barriers.
Yeah. What was that? That sounded crazy.
That was another Sigma doing the kinetic grasp.
Yeah.
And you're hearing him absorb the damage. It's got a similar effect to D.Va's defense matrix. You know when you hear her eating the bullets?
Yeah.
And it kind of ascends. We did a similar thing with kinetic grasp. So you
want to have
tell.
that audio cue that they are eating everything. I gotcha. So, in other words, I don't even need to be paying attention. I just need to know when fancy... Oh, crap. I hit the wrong button. I was actually the oldest Genji habit. I was about to die, so I pressed E.
Deflect, yeah.
That's funny.
My favorite is when Genjis do that to Zarya. You know, they're like, no.
They just slowly get zapped.
Yeah, our sound designer on this was a guy named Chris De La Pena. And he did such an amazing job. Like, we have this philosophy called play by sound. Yeah. And so, like, things like kinetic grasp, he wanted you to know exactly where you were at and how much you had absorbed with that. And he's just put in so much time and attention to it. I think it's a great example of what you all are doing with your barriers right there that makes Sigma really unique to other tanks.
Yeah. He feels like a very mobile type of Reinhardt in some ways. Because I can actually just reset my shield and push and stuff like that. Just out of range. Okay,
look at that. That was nice. There they go.
See, they have a chance to walk away, and then half their HP gets removed right there.
And then, I don't know if you saw, one of them put up his kinetic grasp right during the moment, which is very smart, you know.
Oh, you can block that damage too?
Not on the down. It was he was blocking your hyperspheres.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I like no better etiquette than spawn room camping on the PTR, by the way.
That's how we do it. Oh, these guys.
Oh, they get ulted for
Roadhog
it.
half his HP.
Yeah.
That looks crazy.
Run, Roadhog! No. In his hometown.
Suddenly Reaper appears. He just TPs above us.
One of our goals with Overwatch is that everybody should feel really unique and different.
Yeah.
And I think the team did an amazing job with this tank.
Oh, yeah.
Where it doesn't feel like anything else when you're playing it. Like, the mechanics are so different. It's not just like, you know, oh, it's Reinhardt but with a sword. You know,
yeah.
It's really a lot of fun. There's a ton of mastery. I think for players who have been looking for something new to master, tanks who have been looking for something new to master, this is a great opportunity. What is this Reaper doing?
He had no fear. I mean, he's got a lot of lifesteal, right?
That was usually the, I'm about to do my Death Blossom
I know,
Reaper.
I was scared.
Yeah.
But I think everyone has enough shields, it's okay.
Could you imagine if your team had an amazing Widowmaker and
you could just
the gravitic flux goes off? They're going to have a field day with that.
So one thing I didn't see is how much of his health is like actual just normal shields.
Oh, the distribution. I don't know where we ended up on that.
Because he regenerates just a little bit of his normal shields, right?
Yeah.
I think he did.
I don't know what the distribution is. It looks like about 100 shields, maybe 150.
Yeah.
Josh will be able to give you the exact number
Yeah,
later today. Oh, this poor
Nice
Reaper.
How long? You know, a lot of people always say Blizzard needs to pump out heroes for the content faster and stuff like that. How long, start to finish, did creating Sigma take?
Heroes can take it's a little bit tricky to put an exact time frame on it because we stagger the pipelines, meaning like game design is very active super early on, and same with concept art. The concept artist on this one was an amazingly talented guy named Q Fang.
Yeah.
And Q and Josh and Jeff started working on this hero a long, long time ago, just doing like little prototypes using existing art. But later in the pipeline, you have animators, tech artists, character modelers, visual effects artists, sound designers, and it's rare that everybody's working on the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
So it can be a span of 6 months to a year that somebody from the team is working on the character or doing some sort of form of character development.
I have Reinhardt double aim.
The interesting part, like when people say, well, we wish you were faster, we wish you pumped out like a hero a month, I mean, we could. We know, we have a lot of heroes we want to make. We have a lot more in development right now. I've mentioned before that we have heroes for the next 2 years planned out.
Yeah.
Which is something we're really excited about. We think that there's a balance between spending time with the heroes we have, developing their lore, letting the players get familiar with them, letting there be a read to the battlefield, and introducing new things. We actually feel like there is such a thing as adding too many characters and adding them too fast.
Yeah.
We also don't want to homogenize characters. We want every character to feel super loved, super cared for, super unique. And we feel like if we rush too much, we'll get in a situation where, like I gave the example, oh, it's just Reinhardt with a sword now. You know, we don't want to live in that world.
I want to play Reinhardt with a sword.
And we want moments. You want to play Reinhardt with a sword? Well, we'll make a skin for you. How about? But we want moments like we saw yesterday where we put the Origin movie out and people are like, oh my God, this is like something I've never seen before. This is amazing. And they can feel the care and love that we put into it. So we think that there's a balance to be struck between new hero releases and really developing the characters we have and protecting the characters we have.
Makes sense. I mean, I feel like if you guys were pumping out heroes really fast, you would have never been able to put in like the love and care into Sigma's Origin trailer, for example.
Yeah. I thought you guys were gonna hold there.
1 sec.
How many barriers?
I know,
are there?
it's actually
Like-
so much visual clutter.
Yeah.
Because it's like 12 Sigmas in a game, so everything just looks crazy.
This is the old days. The old no
I
limit
remember old
days.
classic Overwatch.
Yeah.
Where, you know, you're on Gibraltar and 6 divas come flying out of spawn to block, or on Hanamura.
It was like the 6 divas, the 6 Mays.
Yeah.
There were so many oldies but goodies back then.
I still remember how crazy sometimes some of the comps got way back.
Yeah. There was
People, I still remember one of the earliest beta comps for tournaments was something like you play
Two
Zenyatas,
Symmetras.
2 Symmetras. It was like 2 Symmetras, it was like maybe 1 Symmetra, 2 Tracers, 2 Zenyatas, and like a Reinhardt who pushes cart.
Yeah.
It was like the weirdest comp. And everyone gets an orb and the Tracers run around. Oh god.
Yeah, Zenyatta would hit both the Tracer. Sometimes it was Tracer Genji,
Yeah.
and they'd both get an orb. And then the 2 Symmetras, you remember the reason the 2 Symmetras were played was purely for the shield buff.
Yeah.
It was, and that was sort of it. Like, it was just like, please buff Tracer and Genji, and then keep them buffed. That was your job as Symmetra back then.
Pretty much. Oh, huge slam.
Oh, that was a good one.
Well, they have to cut the car, right? So I gotta sit here for a minute. Oh, it doesn't actually automatically go off if you don't click it?
It went away.
I was curious about that. Interesting. So you always have to click.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's something maybe we should have it auto fire. Oh, Doomfist.
Can you block a Doomfist?
Adding confusion. Oh, Doomfist is coming for you.
His shift does not work on a Doomfist punch.
No. He bursts right through it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mercy tried.
Mercy tried.
Mercy tried. Like, that was...
Poor Mercy.
I have so much appreciation for those moments where you're like, thank you. Like, I know what
It's
you
like,
just
tried.
did for
You
me.
tried. Thanks.
Yeah,
You
that was
tried.
the definition of sacrifice. You are an angel, Mercy.
It's interesting just how close you can put it.
So I'm curious, like, you think about the game at a high analytical level.
Yeah.
What are some of the comps you're looking forward to? Like, who do you think will pair well with Sigma?
I actually have no idea because he's such a strange hero. I'd have to see. I can imagine double shield comps with Orisa being obnoxious. I can see Orisa Hog is already a really good duo because of like the pull and then the hook, and that's like the core of that team comp. I don't know. He could actually be a really good solo tank maybe, which might open up to Sigma plus maybe Diva, but I don't know. Depends.
Here's a little piano always mixed in.
Yeah.
Catboy had a good match.
Yes, he did.
Oh, let's see how many cards.
It seems we have
It's his birthday. There should, yeah, come on.
Oh, yeah, we going to 12? Oh, my God. I haven't seen that in years.
There it is. That was the birthday legendary.
The birthday
right there.
legendary card. I guess it's hard to say who he would work well with because he's so unique, and I genuinely have no idea because he does good damage too. So I don't know. It feels like he would be probably a replacement to Orisa somehow. Like if instead of Orisa Diva, you just run Orisa Hog, and then maybe you run Sigma plus Diva instead. But I don't know. God, you hear the melody when you click on him.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I like those little Easter eggs you guys put in the game like that. They're cute.
They put a lot of care, love, and attention into this guy. They had a lot of fun making him
Yeah.
I was super proud of the team. They put in a ton of time. And, you know, we were sorry as a team, and we tried to be forthright with the community. We're like he's going to be a little late.
Yeah.
But it was more about, let's get him right. Let's have it perfect. It's not, I mean, we're still in July. It's only July 23rd.
I like how you guys are so consistent with release dates for Heroes. You're like, oh, it's a week late. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's basically been like, what, 2 weeks the most?
Yeah, Sigma will come to the Overwatch League. I'm not sure which stage he'll be in for. That's a good question. I'm not sure if we figured that out yet.
You
But
do
yeah,
self-damage.
yeah, he can. Look at this comp. Are you still in No Limits?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
People are actually doing stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, it's happening.
Rare footage of people going other heroes in No Limits.
I don't know if you noticed, but they have a slight pull to them too.
If they're close range
Yeah.
with the pull. Oh.
Very slight. Like
It's very hard to tell. Although
it's more for flavor than
Yeah.
anything else. Oh, that was close.
it was really close. I'm still trying to figure out the best right click, or not the best right click, the best distance to try and splash people around corners and stuff.
Yeah, I think really good players at your skill level are going to have a period of mastery with this guy, and then he's going to become terrifying.
I mean, just even look at it. Like that bounce right there hits that corner. You can just sit around the corner. It's like Junkrat,
Yeah.
but much less damage.
I was enjoying reading the comments yesterday where people were saying things like, and you thought Moira was a mad scientist, and you thought Junkrat was insane. You know?
Yeah. I like
Here
those
comes
too.
Sigma. I always describe Sigma as that super smart person who, when you're hanging out with him, it's almost like he's talking, like you're not really a part of the conversation. He's not even really talking to you. He's kind of just talking through you at that point.
Through you.
I spend a lot of time with smart people, and
Yeah.
being somebody of average intelligence, I think I know what I'm talking about in this regard. Oh, geez, you're surrounded in all directions.
Well, he has pretty good survivability if you have a pocket. So.
Look at that. Those bouncing orbs up there. I was curious if you were going to, like...
I tried to bounce it, but...
There he is. Ooh.
I don't know. So, does it work on all damage, including Moira damage too? If I pop his thing?
Ask Josh about that
Yeah.
today. It seems a little finicky to me is how I'm going to describe it right now. So
Yeah.
I know he has the ability to sort of filter it in many different ways. Oh, look at that. You get the whole
You
crew
can
up
actually
there.
hit the whole team from here. Wait, put the shield in front.
Yeah, you can put the shield right up there, too.
Because I could just bounce on the whole team.
Oh, nice. Not today, Catboy.
If he put his dragon on the ground, though. Wait a second. I just do this.
Oh, are you going to go over?
All right. Okay. It was a good idea. The execution, a little bad.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea, though.
Sigma's in the contention now for unintended locations along with Sombra and Reaper, so
All right.
he's going to become our new favorite patch note.
True.
Oh, that was a great accretion.
It's funny that I know I have to recast it over and over as the payload moves forward. And I'm so used to other characters, you just got sort of cast
Jump it and leave.
Yeah. I like that I can actually just do that. I can just, there's someone on the high ground, I just turn around, I can block them, and it's not a huge deal.
It's that barrier manipulation is a ton of fun. I think that and the hyperspheres are where the skill's really going to come into play. And then occasionally landing like those money accretions. And I'm really interested on the Gravitic Flux, which is his ultimate, the combos that are going to happen.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
That's some health.
So, I don't know about you, but I'm very happy that Sigma is going in at the same time as Roll Q.
Yes.
I would not want 3 and 4 tank comps around these barriers.
Oh no.
You know,
no.
Yeah, I think the team comps would get pretty out of hand.
Very fast.
And Roll Q actually enables us to create very powerful barrier tanks like this without barriers getting overly dominant.
Yeah.
You know, barriers are always something we're keeping an eye on. It's always been a concern that barriers become too dominant. We know that they can be frustrating, especially against like the sort of true FPS characters like the McCrees, the Ashes, the 76s. But it also adds a unique element to Overwatch, so it's a balancing point.
I'm so high in here.
Your healers are coming through.
Oh yeah.
For no limits, you just gotta love this moment.
His grasp has a very slow attack speed. That's AoE! Oh my god!
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah, the accretion is AoE. And his hyperspheres are too. They're doing direct and explosion damage.
Oh,
And
okay.
let me see the accretion. Let's see, it's 50 explosion damage, 30 direct.
Dang. That's pretty good damage. So far from playing him, his left click attack speed feels very slow, but it's hard to tell because I'm just in no limits, you know, messing around. But if I run into someone who's weak, it's like boom, boom. Wait, like it feels like years, and you're like boom,
The
boom.
recovery.
Yeah.
The recovery feels long.
Yeah.
That's an area for us to tweak. That's one of those knobs that if we
But at
if
the
we
same
need
time,
to.
you don't want to make him too powerful like Winston or something, because he has really, really good shields.
Simple arithmetic.
They don't care about your birthday anymore.
No.
You're just gonna get 5 votes and we're done with it.
Yeah.
So what's your etiquette on voting for yourself?
Usually most players just leave by that point.
Yeah.
5-minute warning, apparently.
Okay. 5-minute warning.